Now you can write your multiplication facts of the 20 here if you want, if you choose to and if it makes it easier for you. But I personally am going to use my multiplications of the 2's and just add a 0 at the end. This is a set it and forget it problem. I'm going to set that decimal and forget about it. And now I'm going to multiply. 20 times nothing gives me 6. 6 is too small. But I know that 20 times 3 is going to give me 60. Because 3 times 2 is 6 plus the 0 at the end makes 60. Sister subtract. Brother bring down the 4. 20 times 1, 20. Sister subtract. And then I can't have remainders. Whenever you are working with decimals, you can never have remainders. Remainders are not allowed when you're working with decimals. So what I have to do here is I need to annex a 0 and bring it down, and I'm going to keep annexing zeros until there's nothing left. I know that 2 times 7 is 14 with the 0 at the end makes 20. So I'm going to put a 7 here, and then 20 times 7 is 140. I'm going to sister subtract. And there's nothing left, therefore I don't need to annex any more zeros. I am done. The correct answer here is D, 3 and 1700ths. Why did I divide in this problem? There's 2 reasons. One of them is because there's an each in the question, and then the second one is because it even tells me that I need to divide. Moving on to number 34. This month, Mando's expenses are greater than his income. What are 2 actions Mando can take in order to balance his budget? Okay. Expenses are the money we spend. Income is the money we earn. So whenever we are budgeting, we want our expenses and our income to be equal, to be balanced. But as of now, Mando has more expenses here. Therefore, he's spending too much money. So what are some things he can do? Personally, I think that he could either stop spending so much money, or he can get a second job and increase his income. Because as of now, this one is up here, and this one's down here. His expenses are a lot greater. Well, actually, this one would be down here, and this one would be up here. That's the way a balance works. Increased expenses and decreased income. So if he increases expenses, that means he's going to spend even more. And if he spends more, his expenses are going to increase, and the money that he's earning wouldn't be able to balance his budget because he doesn't have enough. And then additionally, if he decreases his income, so if he works less, then he will get even less money. So that's not going to help. Decrease his expenses. Well, decreasing his expenses will help if he stops spending so much money. So this is a yes. And decrease his income. Well, if he works less, he's going to have less money. So therefore, he's no longer going to be having the money that he needs to balance his budget. Because if he's not working, he won't be able to get more money. So therefore, we can't have G as our answer. Moving on to letter H. Decrease his expenses and increase his income. That sounds like something logical to do. Decrease his expenses, spend less money, and increase his income. Find another job so that he can earn more money to cover for all the money that he's been spending. That sounds like a good option. Increase his expenses, so spend more money that he already does not have, and increase his income. Well, increasing his income will work. But because we don't want to increase his expenses, we don't want him spending even more money, letter J is not a very good option. The only one that has 2 good options, which is asking for 2 here, is letter H. He needs to spend less and earn more. Moving on to the last question that we are going to be solving in this video, number 35. The length of a piece of yarn is 19 2/10 units. Jess cuts the pieces of yarn into 4 smaller pieces that are all the same length. Which expression represents the length of each smaller piece of yarn? Again, we have the word each in the question, which means division. We are dividing the total amount of yarn into 4 equal groups. Also, the picture shows you here that they're cutting it into equal parts, which again is division. You could have used a picture if you wanted to. You really didn't have to because the word each in the question kind of gave it away. That eliminates multiplication, that eliminates subtraction, and that eliminates addition, leaving us the only answer for C, division. Why did I divide in this one? I divided because of the word each in the question that means to divide. You could have also used a picture, splitting it up into equal groups.